of the publishing persuasion, of the publishing persuasion. Hey,
Look at this
well,
diamond.
welcome everyone. She's a diamond. Welcome
Diamond,
everybody
diamond.
to the publishing persuasion.
Oh, shut up.
No, no, you're
Go on.
fine.
Third time
You're fine.
lucky.
Okay, let me try this again. Welcome everybody to the publishing persuasion. I'm Angela, and I'm here with the diamond, the queen, the Australian Australian Prime Minister.
Bitch.
Wait, do you guys do
Honestly,
prime ministers or president? What do you, prime
Prime
minister?
Minister.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's the prime ministeress of Australia, Melanie Schubert. Melanie.
Not a good
How are
position to
you?
be right now. No one's happy.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's just how this world seems to
I
be going.
know. I know.
Uh, well, we got a
Honestly.
lot of Aussies here in the States for the World Cup,
Oh,
which,
true.
yeah, and their chant, they've warned people here to be prepared. Their chants are hilarious and awful, but great. And I hope everybody chimes in. I don't even I can't remember what they are, but you'll have to look them up. They're basically like talking shit about Trump. So I love that
Hot.
for all of us across the board. Hopefully they can get the whole stadium going. I think that'd be wonderful. World
Yeah.
peace, a moment to bring us together.
We can hope. Honestly, like I was saying to you earlier, like I hope that that spirit carries through because we are seeing some concerning shit popping up here as well, and it's literally following the same playbook of like the billionaires funding these more extreme politics, and they just now that I'm like I've been exposed to it so much from what's happening in the US, you just see the play by play. Even like
Hmm.
when I look now in the comments section. So there's this one chick, Pauline Hanson, that I was saying she's part of One Nation, which is just like that. It's literally Aussie MAGA. Like at this point,
Okay.
let's call it what it is. It draws the. They're trying to draw the conservative vote, so they'll target abortion. And like for example, today. Like, I can't believe we're having this, like, these conversations in 2026, and not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just hope there's enough Aussies that are mad enough and understand the tactics that are being used. It's literally the age-old divide and conquer, like that they use
Hmm.
on us. They bring up these little, or they're not little issues. They bring up emotional issues that people have a very polarized opinion on. And then they're like, so today I saw somebody was like, the Nepean hospital is doing full-term abortions. They're
Oh
like,
God,
they're
not that.
killing girl. They're like, there's evidence that they're like I heard the stories from the nurses and she's never gonna be okay. That like apparently she did like that this lady has this story of a full like a baby being aborted at full term.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people were
So
like,
yeah.
where's your evidence? Number one. I was like, number two, if it happened, it's because the baby wasn't okay. Like the mother was dying, the baby was dying. She maybe had to
Right.
give birth to a stillborn. Whatever. Like there's a myriad of reasons, but there's like actually laws to prevent it just because. Do you know what I mean? Like nobody's out
Yes.
here doing that just because. But they'll grab onto this one story which maybe has some fraction of truth and 90% bullshit, and then they'll get the mob furious and they'll be like, ah, and then like I'll just never understand how they manage to spin that where it's like the whole system is under threat. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
even if
I,
there was one horror story somewhere, I'm sure it exists, right? There's horror stories of everything. I was like, where's this rage about like the Epstein files and the Epstein class? Where is this rage about the children who are being like abused like in front of our eyes with evidence? And that's how you know it's fucking bullshit. Because their rage is limited to like trying to divide people and get the conservative vote. That's it. There's no rage when it comes to actual. And these billionaires, they pay people to like rage bait everyone. So I'm trying to like, as I see this begin to unfold in my own country, I'm trying to just like sit with like how I can actually like make a difference and not just get like angry this time and just I don't know, like we've got to be angry as well, but we've got to be smart because it's so easy to polarize people with a limited understanding of the situation and you just get them angry about this one thing. And if they never look into the deeper issue and the facts, it's like facts don't work on people like,
They do not. And that I think that is the hardest freaking part.
yeah.
Because you're like literally like that same argument about the late term abortion that has circulated so much in this country.
Mm,
And because we work on a system where each state sort of is its own country and governs itself,
mm,
that particular argument has been said about California in particular so much in the, because we're a blue state, so that's Democratic state versus all the red states.
mm.
And I hear it so often. And every single time people are always asking, well, where's the evidence? And,
Yeah.
you always just see these guys being like, oh, well, I read it on this site. And he's like, well, pull it up.
Pull it
And they're
up.
like, well, no, I mean, I've read it. I promise you, I've read it. And you're just like, people, please. But at the end of the day, what I really and truly think is that there's a lot of nuance. Like,
Mm,
yeah, like it's so hard for me to be honest to really even try with the far right MAGA people. Like, I don't even kind of care.
mm.
That's I don't. It's hard to be like, oh, there's nuance there. But the general public,
Yeah.
the general like American Aussie public are good human beings
Good.
that really, but there are those sensitive issues that they're like, oh, no, I don't want, I
Yeah.
don't want late term abortion, And so they know where to pick at
Yeah.
people for those things that for some reason is so important to them. And really, at the end of the day, it is a way to divide us all.
Yeah.
And even like this last week, because
Mm,
so many countries are here and they're getting to see Americans in action. They're getting to see us as
mm.
human beings and not just what the media shows about our country. And it's been one of those, it's been a moment where I think collectively, many of us are realizing how often we are lied to and how
Yeah.
often the media really does want us so divided. Because I think for the average person, all if we're all divided, we aren't powerful. And but when we can all come together and be like, wait, okay, at the end of the day, we're humans. We really want a good life.
Yeah.
That takes power from the billionaires that really do own us all. They run
Yeah.
us all. And it like when I think of what this world should be and what it could be, when you look at different people coming together from around the world and just like having a good old time, like shouldn't we just live like that? Like shouldn't we just
Yeah.
have a like we're in 2026. Shouldn't we not be having war? Like what like war is so like that's so 1940s. Like we should be we should be doing better things, right? Like it just boggles my mind.
I'm obsessed with the speech you just came and like the speech you just gave, I am obsessed with because I feel this like I have chills on my bones to hear your truth in your words and to hear your pain that you are like still like putting a light spin on. But we are all feeling it. Anyone with a heart is feeling it because that's I feel that. Isn't war so last century? Like I for like I find myself just spacing out sometimes being like how can they dare? We have this like brief moment of existence and it's already
Yeah.
so rife with like pain that's unavoidable and like injustice that's like sometimes unavoidable, but like, how dare they inflict more pain? How
Mm,
dare they like take more and like abuse more? I cannot forgive the people that do that. I cannot forgive these billionaires who just continue to like push this shit and jam this shit down our throats and like try to just make us modern day slaves. I can't forgive them because
mm.
they tighten the noose while they like bask in like their own they will be exempt from all the shit that they're doing to everyone. You know what I mean? And I feel the
Yeah.
same. Like I will say as well, like that's so on point. I watched the basketball recently and I found myself thinking like, oh, I miss this America because we haven't been seeing her in the news. And it reminded me like just like the same in Australia where they're trying to like make us feel like we're all so different and divided and whatever. I'm like, it's a crock of shit. Australia's been doing great as a multicultural. Listen, we've got issues. We've got a lot of issues. There's a lot of racist fucks here too. But I grew up in such a multicultural region and we were thriving. I did not believe racism was a modern problem as a child. That's how
Right. Yeah.
multicultural I
Yeah.
grew up. And I'm sure it was there, but in my friend group, in my school, like I felt like we were all the same. Like we were all had our shit. Like it's just it's wild to see it in 2026. These same things, women are gonna have to fight for rights. They're like it I can't believe it either. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, the people pushing for it do not have anyone's interests other than their own. And it's so transparent to anyone who cares to like ask a single critical question. Just one, just one. And I so want us to all be okay and remember like that we're all in this like messy life together. And yeah, like we said last week, when you go out on the street, honestly, all the stuff that's been happening for me around my neighborhood recently, like there's just been shit going on constantly. And I who like am a very private person as a general in my home, in my apartment, I generally try not to connect with everyone because I just want to. There used to be this
Yeah.
one chick and she'd be like, come over for a roast. And like her
Oh, my
energy,
worst nightmare.
girl, it was. She'd come knock on my apartment door. She lives above
No.
me. She'd come knock all the time and she had a dog and she was like, our dogs should play together. And her dog would just want to like lick Goose out. It was so gross. He'd just like lick her
I
out.
didn't need that. I didn't need that. I did
I
not need
didn't need
that.
it either. And she didn't care about it. She'd just be like, and I was like, she's violating my baby dog.
Oh no,
Anyway,
Goose liked it. Goose liked it.
I think she's
Goose wasn't complaining. Goose is like, wait, where's that? Where's that
she's
dog at?
twitching now. She's like, where's his name was Manikai. She's like, where's Manikai at?
Ooh,
But
Goose.
like our energy didn't align, and like so I had you learn to become quite private. But being here and like having bought this apartment, there's nowhere to like just you can't just like move out to somewhere else. It's like a lot more complicated, and I've recently just had to get to know it. Not everyone. You learn actually there's some people you have to give a very different version to. You know what I mean? Not the full
Mm-hmm.
version. But I've actually met some absolutely darling neighbors. My neighbor the other day rang me in the middle of the day and she was like sobbing and she was like, babe, she's like, I couldn't even fully understand her. And she came over and her hand was bleeding out. And just like bad luck, her cat had just like bitten through her hand. It just had a freak out moment and bit her. And I felt so glad that she felt like she was so rattled. You don't expect your pet to just turn on you. And she was
Yeah.
walking down the street, and everyone at the cafe just did nothing. This young, beautiful girl is like walking down the street, sobbing, bleeding, and people ignored her. And I was so glad I was home and she felt like she could come to this space. And I was like, go to emergency because cat bites can be bad. She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to like. I was like, no, go. That's what it's there for. Turned out she needed major surgery
Oh
on
my
this,
gosh.
and she just needed a safe space to come and just cry and just have a friendly face for a moment. Anyway,
Yeah.
in the past, I've avoided that with my local neighborhood, but because of all the stuff I've been dealing with, I felt the need to just like gather my people around me so I'm not like alone. And it's
Mm-hmm.
been really transformative for me seeing how capitalism forces us to starve ourselves of the community we long for. We long
Yes.
for community as humans. I don't believe there's anyone who truly doesn't long for like when it's comfortable, when it feels like the good stuff. I'm not talking about the awk, like, there's going to be stuff that's uncomfortable and you want to pull away and be private. The good stuff, that like telling stories around the campfire, that I had a friendly face to just sob to about my cat bite. And it goes both ways. I feel like she's like, this is where my spare key is. You ever have a problem? Come up, you can go in my apartment. it goes both ways. Now I have a safe space where I can run to, and it's like made me feel so much less alone with the situation we've had going on under us. Whereas when it all started, I just felt when Phil was away at work, I felt so trapped in the apartment and so alone with it. But yeah, like that building your community and like finding your people, it's like so critical, and capitalism makes us think it's not important. Capitalism makes us focus on just the immediate things around us, ourselves, and like not ignoring the girl bleeding out from the cat bite. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yes. That's beautiful, honestly. It's such a good reminder of just like we need community.
Yeah,
Humans need other humans, and just doesn't even have to be every day, doesn't have to be
yeah.
whatever, but just having somebody in your corner, it's so so important. And I think yeah, I think we have all sort of shied away or forgotten because we are on our phones and because we're just like getting this bitter like pill shoved in our faces so much that we're
Mm,
we're missing the beauty that is like humanity and is
yeah,
life. And yeah, yeah, honestly, watching the Knicks game and watching
yeah,
everybody in New York come out screaming, vandalizing shit, like
yeah,
hopping on top of buses. It really was like that was the like it was just like, oh, wait, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're
yeah.
supposed to be together, you know, maybe not doing all the things, but that's what it is. It's supposed to be like we should be out and about and together. So yeah, yeah. Life, it's a good reminder, I think, of just like we
It's a
really are
great.
here for such a short time,
Yeah,
which is terrible, but it should be beautiful. It's not always going to be, obviously, life is so hard in itself. So curse you billionaires for making it harder
yeah,
for us. Like
yeah. Curse them, curse them. And
curse
the
them.
history books will tell the story. Like when the history books look back, I do think that there'll be a big chunk on uh, like it's more and more coming out how social media it's like basically been designed like gambling to just like lure you in and like keep you there and just keep you stuck and frozen and like, and that's why I'm so furious about what they're doing with the AI stuff now, because it's just a
Mm,
further model of that. It's a further control, it's a further invasion of like capitalizing on that. And yeah, like I think that this growth period of that without regulation, that history will look back and be like, wow. So social media got off to a really bad start, and it was capitalized by the wealthy and like abused to like every degree possible. It
yeah,
started
that
out
sounds right.
as there's so much goodness about it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way it can also bring us together. I wouldn't even know you existed without social media. So the
Right.
good parts are great. But yeah, with people just being able to like take advantage. I won't forgive the people who take advantage, and like even I think my neighbor just doesn't understand why I've been like really looking out for her this week. But I see she's at her a different neighbor, see she's at her breaking point, and I was like, if I can just say a few kind words behind the scenes to ease things. And I think people are startled by it. They're like, why would you do that? I don't understand why you're meddling for me. You know what I mean? And I'm
Mm,
like, because we're supposed to. Like, what else is the point? What's the point? I'm not thinking that the book I'm writing is more important than like her mental health. And listen, you've got to have boundaries and limits. And I will give the caveat of I am so cautious who I let into my space because people will take advantage of that like this. But when you see like a fellow human with like a good heart and you see there's like one little thing you can do, maybe talk to that neighbor and tell them that they owe them an apology, which is what I did this week. Just gently, I was just like, oh, I don't know if you came off, if you knew that you came off as strong as you did, like, just gentle, just giving you a heads up, just like smoothing. And it's like such a small thing, but like it just makes the community more livable. You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
yeah.
Like I'm not under any delusions that I can like change the world or anything. And I wouldn't try on the broad scale, but on the little scale, I'll keep plucking away at my little world. And that reminds me, that anchoring in the present with like you said, it doesn't have to be every day. Again, I've been cautious. The people I've befriended have very busy lives.
Love
They're,
that.
they're
Love
not
that for
love
you.
it. I cannot stand the ones who are like every day, like, let's do a roast. Come play with
Not a
my
roast.
perverted dog. The roast sent me with the other girl.
You're like, listen, listen.
And you know
Yeah.
when the energy just doesn't align, but sometimes
Yes.
it's those people who think you should be the very best friends. Ah,
Yes.
anyway.
No, it's the only people I actually like really hang out with are it's my sister, her girlfriend, and then my little family, and then my uncle-in-law. Like we just have this like core group,
Yeah.
and it's we always get together on like sporting events. And
Yeah.
like that's all I need. I just need
Yeah.
just a little hit and then I'll see you next week. You know, that's all I need.
Yeah,
I just need a little hit.
absolutely. But without it, like if you miss it too many times, that little hit, don't you start to feel like, where are my
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's whenever I reach out to my sister, that's when she's like, "Oh shit, like that it's bad." 'Cause I don't naturally like reach out to people, which is a problem I have. But that's when she's like, "Oh damn, okay, yes, let's go to the brewery, let's do some drinks or something." But
Cute.
yeah, yeah, I got to work on that. It's a problem I have, but one thing at a time.
One thing
You
at a
know,
time. You've been busy. Like we went, sh sorry, I'm not sure what's making that sound. Did that come through?
I didn't hear anything.
I think it's the candle at my feet. It's rattling around.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, like we just dove straight into politics and
yeah,
capitalism as per
that's true.
usual. But I wanted to like dial back to the general, how are you? I felt like there was some heaviness in some of your words earlier. And I was just like, wait, and you're gonna check in on my girl. How are we doing? How's our mental health?
No, you know what I'm doing actually pretty well.
Good.
I think I was looking that way because so this eye,
No shade.
no, I accept this my eye. So I was mowing and something got into my eye and I can't get it out. And so it's like that's what I'm looking like right now, but I'm trying to like hold it up.
Ah.
So, so I'm a soldier. I am,
Maybe go to the
you know.
doctor.
Yeah, no, I think like I'm giving it another day because it's
Yeah.
getting better, but I
Okay.
just can't get the dang thing out. I won't do that to my eye, but
Oh, you can see it
um
in your eye.
yeah, and I can't freaking get like I keep rubbing it and but anyway, I'll survive. But I will probably go. But I just went to the doctor for my annual checkup. So I was like, I have to go back, but I
I
will. I
know, but
will
you
if
don't
it
want to
doesn't.
fuck around with your eyes.
I know, I know. And she's been annoying about it. It's the last like 2 days. So,
Poor
like you could see
thing.
it's real red.
Oh my God. So what? There's
But
just like a
thank you.
stick or something in your, oh, you love. You're like
Thank you.
like a stick or a stone went in there or something.
Yeah, it's like and it's stuck on there. So I don't know what damage I did, but I was really mowing. I was really gassing it up on that mower. So, but
I would just
it's
book
okay.
in with your GP before it like just so it doesn't escalate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It could be
will.
fine, but like
Yeah. No, I will. I will. So I think that's when we
I
popped in,
see. And you were just
you
like, right. I thought you'd been smoking
Yeah.
weed. I was like,
Yeah, no, I
hello.
know. I know. I know. That's what I totally look like. Yeah. So no, it's not. I'm just having eye issues. But no, other than that, everything's good. Yeah, like I said, I went to my like yearly checkup. My what was it? My cholesterol last time was like elevated. It's gone down a little bit. So good job, me. But everything
Yeah.
else has been the same. So my doctor and I were talking because I've been having like tension headaches. Or
Uh,
I didn't know it was tension headaches. I went in and I was like, oh, I've been having these like headaches right here. And she was like, well, what do you do?
mm,
All day. And I'm like, well, I sit hunched over and look at a computer screen. Like I'm just like sitting. And
mm.
she's like, well, yeah, you're probably like giving yourself tension headaches because of your posture, because you're not moving. So she was like basically like get up and move more. Like you cannot just sit around so much.
Yeah.
So I've been doing my little exercises again. I set up my office and I've been doing like I've been doing like you know Megan the Stallion?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this chick on YouTube and she does she does workout session or whatever routines,
Yeah.
and it's all about getting Megan's knees. Like it's about like your booty and twerking and like dropping it low. And so those are that's what I've been doing. My legs are so sore.
I fucking love this.
I respect to Megan the Stallion, you know? My
Mm,
knees are sore, my legs are sore, but I've been
I'm
feeling really good.
I'm gonna need you to send me that one and
I will.
trial it myself. Although my knees, I got a dodgy knee, so I don't know how many drops I'll be able to do. But the energy sounds like everything I want. The other one, which is
Yes.
a really like, I'm literally gonna show you one that I do lately because I was getting like, yeah, I also feel like I'm getting that. If I'm not careful, I'll have like the dowager's hump in the
Yeah.
from like also over our screens. Literally the easiest one, and I'll like try word it. So if you're just listening, just like putting your, this is like to, because the thing is, you need to strengthen this. That
Yes.
you hunch because you don't have muscle there, is what I
That
learned.
feels
I
right.
thought it
That
was
feels right.
I thought it was just, I don't know what I thought it was, just like tension. But you start to lose muscle because you're not using this. So you need it to be strong. And a really easy one I've been doing to try reverse or like maintain that spot, and I'm sure that that would be a tribute, like contributing to your tension headaches, because the neck and everything, it's all literally just go like Y. But when you do it, like, so put your arms up in a Y, and when you do it, push back as much as you can. Can you feel your shoulders activate?
Yeah,
So
that
you
feels
do it
good.
as long as you can, what feels comfortable. And you like, I can build it up now. Initially, I couldn't do it for long. So you do it, and always you're pushing your shoulders back. Then you drop down into cactus. So now your hands are cactused, and same thing, you push back into your shoulders. Yeah, you're
That
pushing
feels
back.
good.
It feels great. You
Yeah.
instantly notice. I instantly noticed after a week my posture changed. And then again, as long as feels comfortable, pushing back, and you don't force it, just you can feel the good stretch, right? You can feel the good stretch. Don't make it uncomfortable, and then go straight out, crucifix. Straight out, arms straight out,
Ugh.
same, pushing back into your shoulders. These ones are so crucial for riders because we are hunched over. Even if you get the fucking ergonomic chair and all that shit, like even if you're propped perfectly, we're still like hunching. So same thing, pushing back into your shoulders. And then the last one, like duck,
Oh.
like T-Rex with hands, high five T-Rex, arms again pinned against your side type thing. And I love this one the most. Same thing, push back into your shoulders.
Oh,
Push back.
that does feel
Sometimes I
good.
get a click when I do, I hear like a crack when I do this one.
Yeah.
And so you can build that up every day, do it longer and longer. I do it now morning and night, and I've noticed a huge difference in everything that's going on in my shoulders and neck and
Oh,
stuff. Because it's
that's good.
building that strength. You can, and the reason I wanted to show you is you can literally do it anywhere, anytime. There goes my mic again. My mic again. I was too busy flapping my arms around.
But
Ah,
it does feel good. It releases a lot of like just tension and
yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
such
feels
a good
good.
one for riders. Just like having a mini yoga thing. Oh my God, it unplugged. Sorry.
This
I
is
think I
such like
broke
a
it.
writer podcast, you know? Like we're just out here giving exercise advice for writers, you know? This
Yeah.
is good. This is what we need.
But yeah, we got to
Okay,
look after our bodies
we
and
do.
like so we can do our ultimate best work.
Amen. Okay, how is your work going?
It's going good. Like it's been slow going because there's just been so much drama with my block, but I have been like getting the words out and I am nearly done. So I'm hoping to have it to, not hoping, I will have it to Sandra, I guess tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. So I'm setting myself that
Period.
deadline to just like get it done. And it feels really good. Like I feel like it's really paid off that I'm like in my season of watching anime because watching anime really translates very directly to writing graphic novel scripts. Like the kind of stuff, the way scenes are done, it's the same as like graphic novels. Like this other than like having the text, but there's like so much creatively that's inspiring me I'm watching still One Piece and Samurai X, just these old classics. And oh my God, I think you'd love Samurai X. Like the political, I don't remember the first few times watching, I was much younger. The like political themes that are interwoven through it, the history of like the Meiji Revolution that they've woven through it. And like, there's so many times I just stop and I'm recording the screen. I'm like, mm. Yeah, yes, yes. I was like, we're living through it now, like the stuff that they were talking about then. So it's yeah, I'm having still fun with it. It has been slow though, but we're getting there. And I feel really
Okay.
good about it. Like in spite of everything, I'm just like every time I get back to it, I'm like, wait, did you just do that? Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you did. I think my character arcs are getting a bit stronger. Like it feels like this time I'm really I don't know if I've ever proper this way, like so deeply and instinctively considered what every character's been going through. I've always
Oh,
wanted to do it, but like I feel like this time I'm just naturally like, what's her story? You know, like why is she like this? And caused me like to like shift entire characters into a different
cool.
way. Yeah, it feels cool. Like there's one character, she's completely surprised me. And I just have given her this whole ass backstory that's made her less likable, but more likable because she's like more cantankerous and like imperfect, you know?
Yes. Oh, this makes me so freaking excited.
You make me
Yeah.
so freaking excited. And so
Oh,
does Smoker. Is he still behind you? Your mane of hair is hiding him. There he is. Oh my God, he's fully popped.
yeah, he is. He's so old now. It's funny because I didn't realize, because he just stares at people, as you know. It's uncomfortable. But I guess it's a Schnauzer thing. Like, it's just the breed. So
Really?
it's the Schnauzer stare. They just stare at people. And so we were like, okay, why? It's because they want food, or they want to try and convey something to you, or they just really like you
Mm.
and they, are curious what you're doing, or they don't like you. So there's many, many reasons why they stare. He loves food, so it's usually just a food thing, I think. But
Do you carry treats around for him?
no, because
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I should.
But he
No, he's
knows.
fine.
He knows if you. No, no, I was wondering if he's staring you down, knowing you're just going to hand him something eventually. Or
Yeah,
if he's just.
probably. I'm not the one in the house that like gives him the snacks. It's everybody else.
Oh,
So he's just looking at me because he adores me.
that's
Everybody else,
that's got to be it, you know? That's got
Yeah.
to be it. He's like, that's my mama. But no, I
Yes.
secretly think he's thinking, why are you the only one that's not giving me treats?
Yeah,
You know?
it could be that, honestly. Yeah, he holds a grudge.
I want to read the bio before I forget, and in case I go
Okay.
on another rant, because you know what I'm like. I just thought of it then. I was like, let's do that first. So if I go on another side quest.
I loved you two together too. You ranty queens could have just gone to the moon and back. And I was, I love you guys both.
We are like spookily similar energy, eh? Like we were
Yeah.
literally both just popping off on side quests. And she is apologizing. I'm like, no, no, no. This is like where I thrive. Please just like give me all the thoughts, all the side quests. Like,
I saw your
here's
eyes
the vibe.
light up. Yes.
You want to read it?
Okay. Sure.
You want me to do it?
Let me.
Hang on, here it is.
No, hold on. Oh, did you find it or do you want me to do
Yeah,
it?
I got it. Goose is groaning in distress.
Oh,
You're fine, mate. She heard a dog she didn't like. Did I tell you about the lady with the? I'll tell you after. So we had on the amazing Anna Mercier, and yeah, it's just gonna honestly just trail straight on from all the side quests we've had in this intro, straight into
yeah.
more side quests. So, Anna is an adventurer and a lifelong learner. After a decade of teaching, she's developed a raucous sense of humor as well as an intense love of connecting with others. She takes this into her books, which often tackle heavy subjects with a promise of hope in the end, and there's always kissing. She channels her love of learning by co-hosting the writing podcast Turning to Story, where she... Oh, yeah, sorry, that's the end of that sentence. I thought there was going to be more about it. It's a great podcast, and you all should tune in
Yeah.
as well. We often call it our sister podcast. And
Mhm.
ironically, I think like the gap we often feel from pitch wars is filled by something like this, where you can like connect with people a little further ahead or just with different skills and learn more about storytelling. So, highly recommend.
Mhm.
When she's not cocooned around a laptop, you can find her baking, adventuring, or taking long walks with her dog named Duck. Duck and Goose. We even named our dogs similar. We named our
Oh my
dogs after like
gosh.
avian creatures. Avian? Avian's like, yeah, birds. Her debut YA fantasy romance, All We Hunger For, releases from Henry Holt June 23rd, 2026. What a
So
queen.
soon. Yes, it's so good. And the cover's to die for. It's an awesome, awesome book. So I can't wait for
Yeah,
people to read it.
same.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read it. It sounds
Yeah.
glorious, and I cannot wait to just, yeah, she's such a natural storyteller.
Yes, we were enraptured by her.
Enraptured, enthralled.
Yes.
We were in.
Enthralled. We were, truly.
We
I
were.
want to see her clowns.
That's it's so perverted how you said
I
it.
know.
I want to see her clowns. Which will
That's
make
how I
more
felt.
sense, dear listener, when you listen to the episode. I want to see her clowns too, honestly.
Whoa, whoa, relax, Melanie. Relax.
Hello.
Hello.
I have exactly three things in spam. It's you've been hacked. Help something database and now Mel Schubert. And I just had to tell Google that Mel Schubert is not spam.
Listen,
Yeah.
I wind up in a lot of people's spam. I don't know
What the
why.
heck?
What
Why
is
is
it
that
We're gonna
about
have to
me? What is it about me? Is it my Australia? It's because oh girl, it's because I'm in Australia. Of course.
see.
So it's like, where's
Can't be
this coming
Aussie.
from? Coming from offshore, gotta be spam. That must
Gotta
be
be spam.
why. Oh my God.
It's not in the good old US of A. You're wearing a
Yes.
California shirt, I think.
I
Yeah, you're trying to
am.
blend in, but they know. They know.
They're onto me.
On
Oh
to
my
you.
gosh.
Well, welcome, and we're glad that you are
Hi.
here. We're glad that we figured it out. Yeah, from now on, we're just gonna have to like slide into our like guest DMs and be like, "Did you see Melanie's scamming ass in your spam?"
Right?
Okay,
Does this
wait
happen
though.
often?
It's
Is this a
happened like
thing?
once or twice before, I think.
That's
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
man, I wish spam would catch all those stupid spam bots that are like, we read your book, All We Hunger For, and we loved the way this thing happened.
Oh my
Get
God.
out of here, book club.
Really pisses me off. I'm
Get
like,
out of
you
here.
know what? You guys did not have to go through all of this like summing up the entire book just to be
Yep.
like, no one's seeing your book. Let me help
Yeah.
you.
Let me
Like, yeah.
help you. I'm clearly a real human being and not wasting precious resources to make
Uh,
this bull crap.
exactly.
Mm,
Yes.
I felt
Oh,
that in
sorry.
my bones. My rage
Okay.
at the non-human internet is just like it's reaching like a pivotal. We've got some like mega data center we've learned recently that they're building near
Mm,
Melbourne, and nobody knew
Mm.
until like now.
Ugh.
It's like the size of like multiple football stadiums, and we're just like, no, we don't want this. As a people, we do not want this. Nobody wants this. Fuck right
Yeah.
back off to where you came from.
Right.
Yeah.
literally.
I
Literally.
recently asked my husband, I was like, are other countries building this bullshit? And then
Girl,
he
they
looked
are.
it up and he was like, other countries are, they're fighting it harder than we are. And I'm like, get out. Stop.
Yeah. Honestly,
Literally,
the same
just yeah.
stuff is happening here. We've got this horrible senator called Pauline Hanson, and the title of her party should tell you everything, called One Nation. And she's basically just following Trump's play-by-play, divide and conquer. like trying to just plant seeds of hate amongst everyone and appeal
Ugh.
to the average Joe who's like had a hard couple of years and she's like, well, immigrants are the problem. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
And they're all idiots.
God.
Like literally, there's footage of like one of her cabinet members on TV, like miss. He just didn't know their policies, and he like said the wrong thing on live TV, and he's like, "Let me go check," and came back with a different version of things. It was wild, and Australia showed the whole thing. So everybody's like, "You
Yes,
lying sacks of shit." Anyway, sorry, I've been raging about it this week. I'm not going to go on a side quest. I want to talk about you and your book.
I'm here. I'm
Not
also a
Paulie
side quest.
Hanson, but
I'm side quest queen. Let's go.
Angela's gonna cop it in the intro. She's already like, oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, let's bring it back to our guest.
Hi.
Let's bring it back home to what we're here for,
Yeah.
which is getting to be nosy all about you. Okay,
Yes.
let's get to the first question because I we want to know like what's the weirdest thing that you own?
I love this question, and I had to ask my husband. I was like, "What is the weirdest thing I own?" And so my first thought was this weird fish cardboard next to me because I hold theme parties often at my house, and we had a D&D theme party. But I actually have something a little bit stranger. I almost brought it up here, but I don't think we need nightmares. I can send pictures later, but I
Please.
have an entire tub downstairs filled with scary clowns.
No. You know-
Hmm. Uh-huh. Not because I enjoy clowns, but because there was an old friend of the family, like family friend, Bobby, feisty old woman. Love her. She was the kind of like woman who would just be like, fuck you. And then you're like, she's
Mm.
tiny. She's this tiny old woman. And she would tell you to you straight. So I was teaching at a school and she worked with my dad, right? So this is how this happens. She went into she saw somebody throwing away two clown dolls in a dumpster. And she's like, don't do that, don't do that. Give them to me, give them to me. And so she had somebody jump into the dumpster, save them, and then she gave them to my dad, who came to my car while I was teaching and buckled them in the back seat, just as a practical joke.
No.
Yes, honest to God. And so I have them there downstairs. And so what we started doing is every holiday, I would paint her this scary ass clown with blood dripping from its teeth. Or I would find this like busted up old clown doll somewhere and I would send it to her and she would send something back to me. So I have an entire box of downstairs. That's my
Oh,
weirdest thing.
okay, you know what? But it's very sweet actually. Like
Right?
the origin story is really sweet.
Right. I would use one of them when I was teaching the Crucible. If anybody's like a literature nerd teaching the Crucible, there's the poppet that has a needle in its belly, and Abigail's like placed it there. And I would bring out one of the twins, and I was like, you have to be gentle with her. She's old and she's this precious gift. And they were like, oh my God.
I really am gonna have to see photos. Maybe a
Yes.
reel with names and like honestly listening to you tell the stories, it's so obvious what a storyteller you are because I'm like enthralled by your clown story and I'm like, wait, I need to know about every clown, where they were found.
I have all of them. And then my brother kind of got in on it, and because I came home and there was a Pennywise just hanging out at Halloween on my mailbox, and I was like, "Who left that?"
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Continue.
I love this. I love this. And I agree with Melanie. Like this needs to be a full series
Mm.
that you post about. And I guarantee everybody is going to be fascinated and terrified. But you have such a storyteller's voice
Oh.
Mm.
and like dynamic. Like I was already just like, wait, what? Like I was
Yeah.
into this story. I was here. You were
Oh.
feeding us. So thank you. Thank you
I
for
love this. Maybe it's my years of teaching and having to
that.
keep teenagers' interests.
Yeah, and Melanie and I have like the attention span of teenagers, you
Same,
know, and
same.
so like this is great.
Every day it was like, how do I keep my own interest?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
This is
it.
life. This is life as we are
Right?
living currently. Yes. Oh
Mm.
my gosh, I love that. Well, actually, this is a good segue into our next question, which is what is something that you think about way too often? Like, what is keeping that brain focused?
Oh my gosh. If we're talking about like we were talking about being side quest queens, so being a side quest queen, um, I am getting back to my movie trivia roots. So I love knowing trivia about every type of movie ever. And I am the kind of person, not just while the movie's playing, like later, I'll be like, remember that movie, The Matrix from the early 2000s? Like nobody could forget. I want to read the IMDb page, and I'll just read the IMDb page. So that takes up a ton of time.
I love
Um,
this.
yeah. And then
We are
just
kin.
generally bouncing between all the things. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but bouncing
No,
between all the things.
no, please
I
interrupt.
love it.
Please interrupt.
No.
That's my favorite way to chat where we're just all excited to talk to each other and the thoughts are
Yes.
bubbling. I just said you are my kin because that's a lot of my day as well. It's just bizarre side quests and it will be stuff like, remember that celebrity? I wonder what they look like now. And then finding like a whole mysterious thread about them.
Yes. Yes. And then that thing is my hyper focus for the rest of forever, like, or at
Mm.
least for 24 hours. I am now, I am now your professional on this one topic.
Literally.
I'm here for it. You know what? What a joyful life to have, though. Like, of all these side quests, you know what I mean? That are just like
Mm.
filling the well of create curiosity. And like,
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. Like, I am currently on a rewatch or slash just watch of Baywatch, the original series.
Okay.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, I have been going behind the scenes and like reading all the like the history, and it is so
I bet
fascinating.
that lore is amazing.
Dude, it is so fun. It is, we just watched the most ridiculous episode yesterday, and like it just brings me so much joy to like
Mm.
to think about these humans were writing these writing these storylines at this time,
Yeah.
and they really were doing something with it, you know?
I have never watched Baywatch and I almost want this. Like, I need this
Please
now.
do. Wait, you haven't?
I haven't. I missed that entirely.
Get on it. Get on
Okay.
it. Do you have
Okay.
Peacock?
No.
Oh, dang it, because
We're
it's
weird.
streaming on Peacock right now.
Okay. All right. Maybe I get Peacock. Like, I'm ready. Are you getting paid for this? Is this a
It sounded
sponsorship?
like a paid promotion.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say, is
I
Big
know.
Peacock behind this?
Yeah. Yeah. They should. Peacock
They
and Nescafe should be sponsoring me on multiple accounts, like all fronts. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, get on Baywatch. You'll
okay.
enjoy it. You'll
I'm
love it.
in it. We've been
Unless
watching a
you're
lot of
like anti blue-eyed people, because that's a whole thing too.
Okay, there's a whole thing that I was listening to an episode recently, and it was Mel against blue-eyed people.
listen. It just felt like unfair representation. You know what I mean? I feel like there's too many like historical things where the blue-eyed people are the saviors of the day, and then,
Mhm.
as you said, enter the brown eyes, and we know that she's a cheating harlot who's gonna sell him out to the
I
mafia or
love that
something.
so much.
It's so
You
true.
know?
Yes.
I love that
So,
so
I
much.
actually, blue eyes are beautiful. Everybody's eyes are beautiful. I just, you know what? It was
But
just time.
in media, just can't trust it.
yeah,
Let's
I'm
see
with you
day.
on that. I'm with you on that.
Mm.
Okay, so
Uh,
Baywatch is on my list.
okay, good. Good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy. Okay, now okay, back to writing.
We could just talk about old
Yeah,
TV, like older
I
TV
Okay,
already,
shows,
it's true. I already
retro
love
shows.
this
Let's go.
episode.
I
I
was
love
gonna
this
say
episode
it's
so
my
much.
favorite episode already. Like, let's just have the side quest. You know what I mean?
Forever. Who cares about writing? I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. Uh, okay, you know what? Let me just first say you have a book coming out very soon.
Yeah.
And so I could see where your brain, especially like in the coming weeks, right now at this moment, would be sort of all over the place. Like, how are you feeling?
Um, I am doing okay, and I know
Okay.
my voice does not convey that. No, I am truly doing okay. I've talked to a couple of debuts and people who've been through this, and I was like, when does the anxiety stop and the fun begin?
Mm,
And a lot of them were like, honestly, like a month or 2 weeks out, you're just having a good time. And I've told a couple people that it feels like, like when you go on a roller coaster and you're doing the going up, there's I don't know if you guys have this, but there's a small part of my brain that's like, I could break out of this chair and I could walk down those stairs. I don't have to do the drop. I don't have to do this. But then as
Mm.
soon as you hit the top, you're like, nah, I'm screwed. I better have fun. I better have a good time. I'm at the top where it's like, better have a good time. I can't get out. It's done. So I'm doing good.
Yeah. Uh, yeah,
I
that was convincing. That was really
Hey,
convincing. It was
good.
yeah.
Good. My brain is all over the place. So I don't know if fellow side quest queen and people who are out there, have you seen these things? It's a little
Oh my
time cube.
God.
Now I'm a sponsorship, not really.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it is like it's got 10, 5, 25, and then 50 minutes. And then whatever number is on the top is the number that it displays on the front. And it's a little like Pomodoro timer or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm going to do social media for 25 minutes and
Ooh.
then it'll vibrate. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a 5 minute break. Now I will answer emails for 10 minutes. Now I will write a
Mm.
newsletter for an hour or whatever. And that's saving me these last couple days.
Really?
That's a
Yeah.
good
Do you find
technique.
you're able to stick to it, like whatever number it's giving you?
So like my newsletter took a little bit longer today. So I was like guesstimated where I would be and I added 10 minutes. And then I was like, all right, 10 minutes. So I just flipped it to the 10 minutes. And then as soon as that was done, I gave myself a 5 minute break. So I'm pretty like
Mm.
lenient with like, I don't have to stop immediately, but I cannot commit more time than like necessary.
Yeah. I
That's
kind of want to
true.
just like dive into what you were saying before a little bit and just like what are the things that were making you feel like I want to get off the roller coaster?
Um,
Mm.
that's a good question.
Mm.
I am such a I've gone back and forth on this. I'm not like a private person,
Mm.
but I am like to myself, right? Like I love talking to people and getting to know people. I have, lots of wonderful, wonderful people in my life. But I'm being perceived is very difficult for me. And so it was like the concept of like, oh, this is out of my hands and I can't control any
Mm.
perceptions. I'm not in control of any of that. And then just having like that, that light on you, I guess, has been hard. Which is like, boohoo, it's been hard. Um, but it's that part's been hard, right? And
Mm.
I think I finally got to the point where it's like, nah, man, that's all love coming in. Like I've just had a lot of love coming in. So
Yeah.
I focused on that.
That's good. Yes. Well, and I think, for you, it's like having people like Lyssamia Smith, like who's been in the ring for years now. I mean,
Yeah.
you two have this amazing podcast where you guys are really helping so many
Aw.
writers, authors across the board.
Mm.
So I would imagine having that, having her, having your community has been a really big sort of help and has taught you sort of like what it looks like down the line.
Oh,
Mm.
100,000 million%. It has been so lovely to have people who have published several books to be like, is this normal? Is this normal? Should this
Yeah.
be normal? What did you do with this? Like, do you have any advice on this? That has been just a saving grace. And also having other debuts to, kind of like have those buzzy feelings together with has been so nice.
Mm.
Yes, I love that. How
Yeah.
did you meet a bunch of debuts? Like, are you guys on Discord? Where the cool kids hanging these days?
Yeah, there's a giant Discord. I think it's typical that they just set up a giant Discord for debuts each year, and so I think there's like a 2027 debut group already up. So if you're a debut, oh yeah, hit on that. And I think there's even like a 2028 debut group that's there. So I met a lot of folks there, um, and then just spreading to like Instagram and socials after that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I love
All
that.
right. Well,
right.
I want to
Yes.
know like about your journey to getting here. Like I mean, we've known you for a little while. We did our little podcast crossover and yeah,
The
like
best.
the best. I just want to hear like because I know you've touched on it when we chat before, but for our listeners, like tell us a bit about the journey to getting where you are now.
Yeah, so I think I started back in 2016, 2015, maybe, really pursuing publishing. Like I was, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna do this. And it was because a friend had told me about the now defunct Pitch Wars. Um, Rip.
May she
Love you.
rest in peace.
May she rest in peace. She did so much.
Or
Um,
somebody resurrect that bitch.
I my husband was like, somebody could bring it back. And I was like, I do not have the level of executive function
Yeah,
it takes.
I know. I
Like
know. Somebody, just not us.
Yeah.
someone,
Yeah.
right? Not a side quest queens. Um, but Pitch Wars started. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this Pitch Wars thing.
Mm.
And hi, cute baby. I love you. I see you back there.
Little ass
Side
shot
quest.
of Smokey.
I love
I'm being a
it. Show
creep.
it.
I'm sorry. Let me hide him.
Show it off. No, don't hide him. You let your freak flag fly. I love you.
He's gonna dance
Um,
now.
He's gonna work.
do
He's gonna
it.
work a little.
I love him. But yeah, Pitch Wars. So I submitted to Pitch Wars. And that was where I kind of got my first little bit of feedback. Someone that I submitted to was like, this is a really intriguing premise. But you need to know about pacing. So here, save the cat. And I was like, cool, cool, cool. So I learned all about that. And then really what happened from there is each book that I did and each revision I did was to get a piece of feedback. So it was like the first time was pacing. And I said, okay, I'm going to be a bomb at pacing now.
Mm.
And then I received feedback on world building. And I said, okay, I'm going to blow world building out of the water with this next one. And then the next thing was character arcs or whatever. And each draft of something new, I was like, okay, I'm going to read and learn all about it. And I'm going to really focus on something that like knocks this out of the park. And then I entered Pitch Wars again. And in sometime 2021, all of these dates are blurring together. 2021. And that one is, I entered that one with my debut. And that's the one that got me an agent and sent me on the next leg of my journey.
Wild. Like
Yeah.
absolutely wild. So that was your debut book was the Pitch Wars book. Like, okay, so after the showcase, which we all endured at Pitch Wars, which you put up your snippet and editors or agents, show their, interest, whatever. So
Yeah.
after that, what was the process? Did you go right into querying and how did it go for
Ye-
you?
Yeah, so it was interesting comparing my first Pitch Wars journey with my second. So my first was like, I knew that book wasn't ready and I did not query it widely. I'm notorious in friend groups for being the person who's like, yeah, I'm gonna query now. And then I do 10 and I'm like, it's not ready. And then I stop.
Hmm, hmm.
Honestly, I
Um,
respect that.
I really, because I've gotten a lot of shade for it.
Yeah.
Really?
I
I was
I was
like,
just thinking of another
mean,
friend. I have a friend that literally is doing that right now, and I was just giving her shit for it. And yes,
Yes.
so but bless you both. You guys are so good at being like, knowing what you need. Bless you.
yeah,
I,
Bless
I
you.
I
I'm,
envy that
I,
type of restraint because I was like, every agent in the world is going to read this. I will reach them all. Which realistically, maybe
Yeah,
after,
yeah.
it's actually wise, especially when you're starting out, to like garner that feed. Like what you did is so smart to like just be like, okay, well, now I got this feedback, focus
Yes.
on that thing. Because yeah, like you can keep throwing the spaghetti at the wall, but like there's things you can do to make it stick a little more, like which it sounds like
yeah, no. No, and I don't know if it's obviously there's no right or wrong way, but
Mm,
it absolutely worked for me where it was like I don't have the energy to go back through this book again to make the character arc stronger.
mm,
So I'm gonna do it with something new. And it was constantly like, okay, let's do this new thing. Who knows where I'm gonna fall in love? And that allowed me to also play with genres. And so it was like I did a paranormal, I did a sci-fi, and then I finally found fantasy. And then now like fantasy romance that I was like, oh, this is it. This is where I want to be right now.
mm.
Okay, so you started querying in little batches.
Yes. Yeah.
What happened from there?
So all we hunger for was different. That one. So 20 that after that showcase, the first showcase I did, I got two agent requests.
Okay.
After being like publicly like that was my little story there is during Pitch Wars. It was like everybody I was in a war, right? Like I don't know if we know it like being in a war, like multiple people wanted it. It was the talk of the town in Pitch Wars. And then I got two agent requests during the showcase. So I was humbled very quickly. And then
Mm.
when Hunger came along, it got like 16 requests. And I was very, very proud of that, like blown away. And I took that as a sign to be like, nah, this girl's ready.
Mm.
And then I did it, Mel, where it was like, everybody, you get this book and you get this book, and we're going to do it until it dies. And I was like, I'm done. I'm really proud of it and I'm really happy with where it is. And I can't take it farther than this. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
love
love
that.
that. Okay, and then so you started clearing, get your agent. How was submission for you? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the book's sold. We can talk about this. So submission was awesome. Not.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Got me.
it was a fantastic process with my agent, very informative, very wonderful. I did receive an R&R. So this was after multiple edits with Pitch Wars, multiple edits with my agent. And then the only positive feedback, not a pass or anything, was I love this. Can we change this one thing that me and my agent had worked on so diligently?
Oh,
And I was like, I was with Lissa and Emily on a little writing retreat, and I came out of after a call with my agent, and I just cried. I
Mm.
laid down on the floor in front of the little fireplace.
mm.
It's pathetic. And I cried, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "I think I have to do this R&R because it felt
Oh.
right."
Yeah.
Oh, it
It
did.
did, because it was like it was
Oh,
scratching at something that we had been scratching at. And I
yeah.
think it gave us just the nugget of advice to go, oh, I see how to apply it now.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah. So
That's a
lots of
valid
tears
crash
there.
out though. Like when you've
Yeah.
just like busted your ass to like revamp something entirely, the exhaustion of like having to go back and now take it out, all the tendrils you put through the book. Because it's not just one, it's never one. We were talking about this the other day. It's never one thing. Like it's like infiltrates your entire, if you change one thing about your character, it's gonna go back to the start and change how they react to
Yes.
everything potentially. So I'm hugging you. I'm
I
hugging the
thank
you that
you.
was on the tile, like just
Just
having the
crying.
yeah, it's so valid though, because when you put your guts into something and like it's a slow game, right? So
Yeah. And I like the way you say that infiltrates because my like visual mind is like it's just like spaghetti and all of the noodles touch. And there's no way to take out one singular
Mm,
noodle. All of the noodles are going to change. So it is like
yeah.
it's infiltrating. You're like, get out of here, you spy. It's
yeah,
going to touch everything.
it's almost a full
Oh,
rewrite sometimes. Like in my experience, when I've like had this one great idea, like the mom is this, and it's like, oh, so we're rewriting
Hmm.
that book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're like, it's just one thing. And then it changes exactly how the character feels about the mom, and it changes the motivations, and it changes
Yeah.
the kind of scenes that you're going to. Bruh.
So how did you
Um,
survive the rewrite? How was it when you actually got to it?
so I just, okay, I will admit, like, this was the first time. I'm very much a person who, like, gets joy out of writing and rewriting and rewriting. Like, I love making
Mm,
something stronger. This was the first one that I was like, I know this is correct. I know this is going to make it stronger. I don't feel that joy right now.
mm,
And I just did it. Like, it was the first time that I was like, you just have to do this. Like, you just have to do it and do it well enough. And my agent will help me. They're very editorial. And I was like, they'll help me. It'll be fine. And so I just did it. And it was very much checklists, right? It was checklists of my spreadsheets. I'm a spreadsheet person. And so I just like went through my spreadsheet checklist of each chapter and got it done because I was like, it'll be worth it in the end. I'll kick my, like, the big thing that kept me going was I knew that I would be upset at myself if I didn't take that chance. That I would always look back and be like, what if? And I am not a person who likes to live in the what if.
oh
mm.
my gosh. Yes. And obviously it worked out. Obviously it paid off because we have this amazing book that we get to celebrate. I was
Yay.
lucky enough to read it an early copy. She's gorgeous. She's perfect. It's everything that you are, honestly. Like you can tell you're such a good storyteller, like we were saying earlier, and you can tell the passion just by you and Lissa having your podcast where you dissect and teach and talk about
Hmm.
craft. And it all showed in your book, honestly. All of those
Oh,
pieces showed. So congratulations
thank
to you and
you.
to all of us for getting to read your book.
Yay.
Can you tell our listeners about All We Hunger For?
Yeah, so I haven't pitched it a lot out loud. This is going to be a fun time.
Yay.
It is a young adult fantasy romance. It is about a girl, Alara, who lives in the slums of a fantasy city that is based on, has a government power based on the arts. And she wants to escape the slums. So she signs up for a competition, a culinary competition to become one of the city leaders, except she gets embroiled in a rebellious scheme by a very elusive, aristocratic, secretive boy.
Hmm. Hmm. It's delicious.
Hmm.
It's divine.
Mm,
It's all the
yes.
things.
It's all the things. I've heard people are pitching it as Great British Bake Off meets Hunger Games by way of Stephanie Garber. So
Aha. I like that. I feel it.
thanks. It's
Yeah,
very fun.
I love that. Now, I don't know. I see that we are like, our time is actually genuinely evaporated down to 4 minutes.
Oh
So I don't know if there's like something specific that you'd love our listeners to know, or if not, we do love to ask, like, if there's something that you wish you could tell, like another version of you, a younger version of you, like struggling through this before you started.
yeah. One thing I've been like, I think going through this process has made me very reflective. I've always been like an introspective person, but I've been very reflective. And I I don't know. I think the one thing that I have held on to, and this is very Turning to Story. So if anybody from the Turning to Story podcast is here, you know what's coming out of my mouth. It's curiosity. I really think staying curious and staying open and being genuinely interested in learning, whether it's learning about different people or if it's learning a new skill set or getting critique and saying, how do I do that? Or even, I've learned this in this stage of the game, working with editors or marketers or publicists or whatever,
Mm.
asking questions, being curious, like, how does that work? How do you do that? My my poor Sonia Lai, who created my cover, I immediately was like, hello, can I ask you 8,000 questions about how this works? Also, so I can know and so I can pass it on to students. Can I please know? I think telling my past self that that is going to pay off because I used to feel that thing that I think some people feel, which is like we don't want to ask questions, we don't want to seem vulnerable. And I was kind of anxious about that. And being
Mm.
that person who's always asking questions, just keep doing that. Ask questions, get
Mm.
curious, don't get defensive. It's not personal most of the
I
time.
I'm obsessed with this
That's it.
answer, and it's like epic life advice in general. Like, stay curious because that's where it's at, and you will meet people who like take advantage of it, but you will also meet like the good ones, and like you'll also wind up on the right path. So I'm so obsessed with that answer. And is there something you wish you could tell your younger self?
Oh, I think I would just tell my younger self, oh man, if we're going way back, even before writing, I would definitely tell myself, you're gonna find it, like capital I, it. And it's just like even into like my young adulthood, it was like being on a different frequency. I felt like I was on a different frequency than a lot of people. Like I could understand and they can understand me, but we're not quite coming through clearly. And it was like searching for something, right? Like searching for a place or searching to be at home in my own skin. And I would tell her, you're going to find it. It's cool. Just keep doing you.
Oh my
Beautiful.
God. That
That's it. That's it.
that
Done.
that is
Check.
So
it.
good.
That is literally
Yes.
almost word for word the answer I would give, honestly. Like that feeling of something. And I couldn't put my finger on it either. I just knew I didn't fit in where I was, and there was just something. It's such beautiful advice. You're a beautiful human.
Aw,
This
Amen.
you're
robot is gonna
beautiful.
cut us off any second. I'm so sorry because I could talk to
It's
you all day.
okay. Listen, I was late to this meeting. I accept this. Play the music off on me, Oscars. I guess. Don't you play that music. I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, I love
Uh,
you. I
I,
honestly love you. And I can't wait for all the world to get to read your books and just celebrate you.
yay.
Of the publishing persuasion, of the publishing persuasion.